You know what meal we hardly ever talk about around here? It's lunch. Let's talk about it. Back in a minute. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Jan. Welcome to another episode on the Save Money More with Jan channel. How you doing today? Let's save some money. Let's talk about lunch. I noticed we hardly ever talk about lunch. So I decided today, well, we'll talk about lunch. All right. I want to share with you some of the lunches because I always anticipate, because I always plan ahead. That's me. It's what I do. I said, well, what are my lunches going to be like for the next few days? Do I go out and buy extra stuff when I have stuff? No, I don't go out and buy extra stuff when I have stuff. I work with the stuff that I have. So as we speak, literally, as we speak, I just want to get my little list with you so that you know exactly what I'm talking about. Hang on a second, getting my trusty glasses. Yeah. How's everybody doing today? I hope you're doing well, by the way. All right. So this is basically my lunch menu plan. I actually literally have it simmering on the stove. So I had some leftover fresh garbanzo beans, okay, not from the can, they were fresh, but I cooked them the other day, I had some leftover, so I'm re-putting them in this. Diced carrot, zucchini, fresh tomato. I had a handful of cooked pasta left over. I even had some cut up lettuce leaves. You know how like you get those little bit of lettuce leaves that you don't know what to do with? I don't want to waste them. So I put all of them into a pot and I am simmering it into a soup. Naturally, I added a packet of chicken bouillon, delish, of course. And my favorite addition, as always, this is why I like to keep them in the house. Those small cans of tomato sauce, a tomato sauce based vegetable type soup is amazing because that's basically what this is. It's basically a vegetable soup with all the leftovers that I had in my refrigerator because we're coming up on let's clean out the refrigerator time, right? And plus that, I managed to get two generous lunches out of that. That right off the bat takes care of two lunches for the week. So starting today, I'm going to use one, and then a couple of days, as that soup marries, the flavors marry, I'll reheat some in a couple of days. It'll be even better. Next, here's a hint: tuna salad. I enjoy a nice tuna salad, but to enjoy a tuna salad in the best way possible is to have it nice and chilled. A lot of people they throw it together at the last minute. It's not chilled yet. It doesn't taste as great as it really could. But here's a little trick of mine. I take either a can or a pouch, whatever I decide I'm using, and if I anticipate making tuna, I will chill the can in my refrigerator. I will put a can or two of tuna in the refrigerator in advance. That way, when I make it, it is completely chilled already. Yeah. Now, of course, you like the flavors you throw together in your tuna salad to marry. So you throw it in your fridge for about a half hour to an hour, and the flavors will marry. However, it's already cold. So that's important. I like to use good quality mayonnaise. I like to mash up my tuna finely, add a little bit of pepper, perhaps maybe a pinch of salt, whatever you like. You could add it up to it. Mash it up finely with good quality mayo. Fresh onion. I like fresh onion. Don't have any fresh onion? You can use your dehydrated onion flakes or onion powder. It does the same trick for flavor. Okay, the only difference is, of course, is texture. I like to use chopped celery, chopped smally. That's not a word, smally. Finally. All right. So chopped celery, chopped finely, not smally. I get a couple of lunches out of that, or basically a couple of sandwiches, because if I'm sharing a lunch, then at least there's two people that could enjoy a nice sandwich. I like to put that on decent quality bread toasted up. Yum. Easy peasy lunch. Get the head start by putting that can of tuna in the refrigerator in advance. Now, the next one could be either as a dessert, as a snack, or as a lunch. Do you buy vanilla Greek yogurt? Do you have honey in the house? Well, get a parfait glass. You're going to feel like you're having a major league treat. If you have fresh berries, I prefer fresh strawberries or frozen. That's already not dehydrated. That's already defrosted. I need really extra caffeine today. Been on decaf. But I layer it like parfait style, okay? With the yogurt, beautiful yogurt, then the fruit, then maybe a tiny drizzle of honey, right? Then more yogurt, then more fruit, tiny drizzle of honey, till it comes up to the top of the parfait glass. Then I take a tablespoon or so, maybe a little more than that, of toasted wheat germ and put it on top with what else? A little bit of honey, a little bit of fruit. I feel like I am eating a very rich dessert. You can swap that out for your lunch. You could also alternate strawberries on one layer and sliced banana on another layer. Strawberry banana tastes really, really good together. This is not expensive. If I have the ingredients already, it does not cost me extra. I am basically just assembling my lunch. And if I assemble this lunch earlier in the morning and just take it out at lunchtime, voila, done deal, easy peasy. This is great in the summertime. It's great anytime. And to me, it is a guilt-free way of enjoying some food. That makes a couple of lunches for me because I'll make a couple of those. And actually, with a 32-ounce container, you could literally make 4 to 5 of those, depending on the size of your parfait glass. Yeah. Very nice, healthy treat. Very good meal, in my honest. Next, air fryer grilled cheese. I like to keep those like grilled cheese slices available. Kids love them. I'm not saying they're the healthiest thing. I'm not saying they're like the, like the cream of the crop of cheese. I'm not. But it is the best one to melt. We know the one I'm talking about. Sometimes you could get it in the white version or the yellow version. Get the one that's on sale. For some reason or another, I have noticed, and I did mention this on a past video, I have noticed a tendency in some stores to put the white version of that cheese on sale, even like to the tune of $1 or $1.50 less. It is the same exact cheese. The only difference is the coloring, the food coloring. That is the difference. But I do it air fryer style. This is the easiest way to do it, okay? So here's what I do. I'll take 2 pieces of my favorite bread. I will take a very, very thin layer of good quality mayo or, some people use margarine or butter, but I use the mayo, just easier. I thinly spread it on the inner pieces of the bread. Then I take 2 slices of my favorite meltable American cheese, okay? Then what I do is I cut that in 4 pieces. It could be 4 triangles. It could be 4 squares, whatever way you like, okay? Then I take my nonstick spray. Then I spray the top. You could spray the bottom if you wish. Spray the top. I put it in my air fryer at 350 degrees for about 5 minutes. I get 4 wonderfully melty, cheesy bites out of that. Amazing. You could have that with maybe like a little cup of instant tomato soup if you like, or no soup, maybe just a piece of fruit or banana or an apple, whatever. And there goes your lunch on the cheap. And it's very satisfying. I notice whenever I eat that, I'm always quite full. So that's like for a couple, even 3 days alternating lunches. These are so easy. These are with common household ingredients. These are cheap. These are practically really for a song. And by the way, if you ever have last minute company, almost everything I mentioned, you could do at the last minute. Keeping that can of the chilled tuna in the fridge is really a really great idea, especially if you get that unexpected guest and you want to offer them a quick lunch. I'm just saying. And it doesn't have to break the bank. How do you like those ideas? By the way, let me know in the comments section below what you do for your lunches on the cheap. And don't forget to do the following. Thanks so much for being here. Thanks so much for clicking like. It really helps out the channel. Have an amazing, fantastic day. Take good care of yourself and your amazing family.